Greetings YouTube, welcome again to 0AD Newbie Rush. I'm Jim Kogan and the general chaos in my life continues, but we are back to 4v4 action this week. I've missed 4v4 and a few people wanted to see a few other civs, so we've got a Ptolemy's player involved in this match. It comes with the assurance from the submitter that it's a good game. I haven't seen it. I'm flying blind. I know how long the game is. I don't know the result and I don't know the quality of the play, but I'll reveal who sent it in at the end and we can either praise them to the hills for submitting such an action-packed encounter, or we can roundly denounce them and shame them publicly. I'll let you know who the submitter is at the very end. It's a good roster of players. Before we get onto the game, just to let you know, as normality is creeping slowly back into the world, hopefully in my part of the world, in the UK, I will get a bit of extra time. I've kindly received a massive load of games from various people, so I have now got a bit of a backlog of games. From having not enough games to do a few weeks ago, I've now got absolutely shed loads of games. And if things go the way I think they're going to go, I may be able to return to possibly doing 2, maybe if I'm lucky, in 1 week, 3 commentaries. The thing that could throw that out is if Alpha 24 comes out, because I'm pretty sure nobody will be interested in watching Alpha 23 replays once Alpha 24 is official. We are waiting on the developers of 0AD to give us some kind of a sign, a date, a deadline, something when it's likely to launch. We know it's going to be soon, but we don't know exactly when. I'll probably wake up tomorrow and find it's been announced, but until then we're all Alpha 23 and I'm going to try and do as many of this big backlog as I've got until Alpha 24 comes out. It is a race against time between the world getting normal, me having enough time to do the replays, and Alpha 24 coming out and potentially scuppering everything that I'm planning to do. We will see. But let's go into this game. It's a 4v4. It's a medium-sized mainland map, so not a lot of real estate in the middle up for grabs. There's going to be a lot of conflict, I am certain. Great roster of 8 players here. Let's start the action and go through them. No more ramble. Let's go. So here we go, Team 1 in the north. First of all, we have in the blue, Weird Jokes, good friend of the channel, rated in this game 1514. Tidy player, like watching Weird Jokes play. Saw him last week, pretty routine victory in the end for him, but a very good player. He's on a flank here, so we should see some good stuff. Let's move along. In the red, we have King Soli, rated 1455, playing as the Macedonians. I'm sure I featured King Soli. Perhaps it wasn't his best game. Regular in the lobbies and a decent rated player. Interested to see King Soli. Moving along in the light blue, playing as the Ptolemies, Crypto Chameleus, another good friend of the channel. I've still got an outstanding game that Crypto Chameleus has sent in to me. So I've given away that it wasn't Crypto Chameleus who sent this one in, but Crypto Chameleus playing as the Ptolemies, rated 1335. Previously seen him perhaps not at his best playing as the Iberians in a couple of games. Interesting to see what Crypto Chameleus can do with the Ptolemies. Notoriously difficult civ to get good at, but very effective when you know what you're doing. Finally, rounding out Team 1 in the north, in the grey, we have Stormwalk. I would say friend of the channel. I featured Stormwalk a little while back. I think that was a game that I observed. I don't think Stormwalk's ever submitted me a replay previously. Stormwalk rated 1504, decent player, bit of a dark horse. I think going to be interesting on the flanks, but who are they going to be up against? Let's have a look at Team 2. So we have Bugs Bunny, complete newcomer to Newbie Rush, never seen Bugs Bunny before, rated 1312, so not a novice. Interesting development going on here. It looks like Weird Jokes is doing some scouting and some intimidation with a slinger on Bugs Bunny. forcing Bugs Bunny to withdraw the female citizens, losing a few early kills. It's an individual slinger raid by Weird Jokes. That was pretty cool. That's gonna scare the crap out of Bugs Bunny, possibly. So Bugs Bunny still got female citizens inside, having to produce skirmishers. So what we got down here, we'll come to them in a minute. Let's finish talking about Bugs Bunny in the orange, rated 1312, playing as the ghouls, under a bit of early pressure thanks to that, and having to produce infantry to protect. Hasn't even been able to clear the berries because of that single slinger from Weird Jokes. Was it a slinger? No, it was a skirmisher, if we're going to be technically correct. Interesting times. Let's move on. Also, as the ghouls, playing in the purple, Sequani. I think I covered them a little while back. I think they were in a game that I previously covered. Can't remember much about them. Rating 1440. Sequani in the purple as the ghouls. Let's move on. Over here in the yellow we have Jorsa. I've covered them a few times. Still fairly low rating because they don't do a lot of 1v1 rated games. Jorsa rated 1276. Jorsa, I think under the right circumstances, a very solid player. Are these the right circumstances? They are playing as the Persians, so possibly we might see Cav. Let's have a look around here. Rounding out this team, and on the other flank we have Boudica in the green, who's changed their rating to Observer. We all know Boudica is easily, I think, a 1700, 1800 player at least. A decent player, Boudica. I think I've seen them a couple of times. I think it's not a curse of Boudica. It's not that Boudica's lost every time I've seen them, but I think they have been on the wrong end of a few games in some of the ones I've covered where they've been included. So interesting to see what Boudica does. That puts Boudica, from what I know about their rating prior to changing their rating, I think Boudica is probably the top rated player in this game. Let's see if that bears out. So what have we got here? Scouting from Sequani. So having a good look around. What's going on over here? Bugs Bunny has done something crazy and sent a whole army up there to hassle Weird Jokes. So is this revenge? I'm not sure what this is to achieve. It's certainly going to slow Bugs Bunny's development down. What have we got actually? Is it a slinger rush? No, it's a skirmisher. I suppose you call it a skirmisher rush with a bit of everything in between. Looking at populations, Crypto Chameleus has ripped into the lead with 53. Boudica just behind 46, and then it's Stormwalk and Sequani with 42. What is Bugs Bunny doing? Bugs Bunny bringing up the rear, obviously, and committed quite a bit to this. Hasn't got any kills from it. You'd have to question this. Is Bugs Bunny the weak link on this team? Are they suiciding here? I'm honestly not sure. It's interesting. Just have a look, see what else is going on. We'll come back to this because this is what is happening. Although we got some interesting stuff here. Is this a potential raid? This is a raid. This is going to be Jorsa going in on Crypto... No, Stormwalk. So, raid in progress, and whatever this is over here appears to have finished. Bugs Bunny seems to have given up on that. Oh, they've doubled up. We've got 9 cavalry. I think they're pulling out now. They've got 4 kills. And they're going to lose a few. So, it looks like Stormwalker's quite well managed this. He had defences in place. It's kicking off in different places. This is going to be exciting. Is that the end of Jorsa's raid? Where has Jorsa's cavalry gone? No, they're still there. The healthy ones are still there. They're coming in again. Are they going to come in on the fields? Fields look like a soft target. There is a defense tower. It's not garrisoned. It's firing the occasional arrow. What we got up here? Soft targets up here. 12 women but 5 slingers. Is he going to go in on Crypto Chameleus or come in on Stormwalk? He's coming in on Crypto Chameleus. Knows he's the Ptolemy player. Knows he might be a bit weak in these early stages. Whole load of women here that he could take out. He spots them and in he goes. Oh dear, there we go. So, yeah, Jaws is up to 6 kills. Just looking through who else is stockpiling cavalry. Weird Jokes is stockpiling cavalry, so I've no doubt he is probably going to want to raid Bugs Bunny later after that rush of blood to the head by Bugs Bunny. Yeah, but, oh yeah, combination of Stormwalk and Crypto Chameleus have chased away this cav. They're coming round here again. And another cav and... Ooh. Cav being had by an attack dog. So Jaws has gone really aggressive. Only 8 kills. He's lost a few cav there. He's got a few more. And I think this is still going on. Stormwalk's got 6 kills. Jaws has got 11. Population-wise, Crypto Chameleus is still way out ahead. And that looks like that could be the end of the raiding for Jorsa there. He pulls away. It's still being shot at, chased away as he runs through the green territory of Boudica. And we've got a few stragglers. No, they decided not to go in. I thought they were... Oh, they are. Yeah. So Stormwalk's decided to lay into the fields with slingers. So this is craziness. This is... it's a very brave move. I think they could get the better of this cav as well. It's starting to lose a few. It's definitely slowed Boudica down. They've had to pull out from these fields. They're still there. And we have phasing up. Stormwalker's phased up to phase 2. This is incredibly aggressive. He is laying it on to Boudica here, forcing the women inside. A tower here now would probably be... He hasn't got enough resources to build a defense tower, but that would certainly curtail... It's a sentry tower that's going down, so he may upgrade it. Boudica having to rethink that. And what's going on here? Just in time for what is almost certainly... Is that a hunt? That's hunt. 14 cav for Weird Jokes. One of them's going to do... Oh, he's hunting inside Bugs Bunny's territory. I know he's doing some scouting. He's triggered the ear of Bugs Bunny, who is coming up to sort this out. So it's a skirmish on this side of the map. It goes quiet one side and it kicks off on another. Any other kills? No other signs of any action. Looking for conflict elsewhere. While we're watching whatever this turns out to be, it's like an incursion. There's a barracks going down there. Nobody... Oh yeah, Boudica's gone up to phase 2. And it looks like over this side, Jorsa's going in with Cav to try and capture that. It's a fully... No, it's not fully garrisoned. They may have been able to take it, but they saw the tower. They saw there was a flag in it. They didn't know there was only one slinger in it, and they've turned tails. So Boudica's had to phase up just to push that territory back a bit. They've effectively lost these fields, so they're having to build out this way. So that will have messed up Boudica's development a bit. We haven't really had a chance to look at King Soli. King Soli has got 8 cav of his own. It's going to be one of those games where we're flying all over the bloody place, isn't it? This is going to be absolutely mental. So in the meantime, Weird Jokes has decided to sock it to Bugs Bunny again over here. Has destroyed that barracks that was in the building. Bugs Bunny has only lost 5 troops from this, but is massively behind in development and really under the cosh, and is in all manner of trouble now as this quite sizable incursion comes in. What are we talking about? Let's match this up. So we've got at the moment 24 skirmishers, 9 Roman sword cavalry, 2 Roman swordsmen and some ordinaries. What have we got here? Versus 5 skirmishers, 7 spearmen, and a whole load of women trying to get out of the way. This is going to be a slaughter for Bugs Bunny, surely, as more cavalry raiding is going on over here. This is 18 cav of Sequani. They're having a go at Stormwalk. Let's flick back between the two. Looks like Weird Jokes is absolutely wiping the floor with Bugs Bunny over there. And Sequani is running around, can't get in on the fields. And it's not Sequani, it's Jorsa. Sorry, I'm getting confused myself. Sequani's down here in the purple, who's absolutely stayed out of all this craziness. So, yeah, it's Jorsa storming around here in the yellow. Who's he going to have a go at next? Is he going to hassle King Soli, who's been largely untouched? No, I think he's going to come in on Crypto Camellia. No, he is coming in on King Soli. Right. But down here, we also have King Soli going in. Going in on Sequani. He's hiding down the bottom. So where do you look? Do you look up here? That looks like that's over. They've been chased away. They're retreating a bit. I think they're gonna. Oh, they're not gonna fight that, surely. King Soli's sitting tight, and Weird Jokes has finished hassling Bugs Bunny, who appears to be hiding in the CC, and is now going in on Sequani. And Jorsa's going in sideways. Is he going on sideways on Stormwolf? Yeah, no, he's just retreated a bit and now he's going back. So we'll keep an eye on this yellow group of dots moving. They're being joined by others. This is far from over down there. And it looks like, what happened here? Where did all those reds...
Yeah, Steve?
Where did all those reds of King Soli go? There's one left there. How many cav has he got? He's still got some. Where have they all gone? Have they retreated? We appear to have temporarily lost where the rest of King Soli's cav has gone.
Yeah, Steve?
But Weird Jokes has gone in. He's captured a barrack. Has he captured it? No, he hasn't quite captured a barracks. He's not going to capture that barracks. He's perhaps overextended himself a little bit going in here. Bugs Bunny's back out. He's building a storehouse over here. And Weird Jokes has to retreat. Where did King Soli's cavalry go? There they are. Right, found them. They are going in on Jorsa, who currently is engaging King Soli at the other end of the map. And suddenly has to retreat because all his women are being slaughtered. And he doesn't appear to have noticed. So King Soli is up to 6-7 kills. Jorsa reduced cavalry, still haranguing. Well, no, it's not reduced. There's a huge amount.
Yes,
they are killing off King Soli up there whilst being slaughtered down here. He's noticed now. He's pulling them into the CC. He's not filled the CC, but he's going to take losses. King Soli's got 16 kills. Jorsa got 29, and bit of a chill out there for Jorsa's cap, but. He hasn't properly seen off the... well, he's not really seen them off at all. They've withdrawn. And I think they're now going to hassle Sequani. No, they're going back in to hassle Jorsa again. I think they're going to capture... No, they're not going for a capture. They're going across possibly to hassle Boudica. Or are they coming back in? They just seem to be hassling everyone. Meanwhile, Boudica's launched his cavalry. I nearly missed them because they're green. So, big concentration of Boudica here, hassling everybody over here. Jorsa's gone in to hassle Weird Jokes. In the meantime, Stormwalk, King Soli, Boudica have all phased up. Sequani's phased up to phase 2. Nobody looking like they're close to phase 3. They're just killing each other with cavalry, hassling, and making it very difficult for me to commentate on. Here we go. The main source of the action here. Boudica absolutely laying into this concentration here of King Soli. King Soli is laying into Boudica at the same time. Hassling Boudica of the fields. The already reduced field capacities have to build south as a result. The women are scattering in all directions. Who's the killer, the king killer at the moment? Remarkably, everybody's got at least a dozen kills, apart from Crypto Camellias, who's just been almost completely untouched by this. It hasn't killed anyone, but he's got the hugest population. He's got 189. Must be near phasing up soon, isn't he? Surely. I don't know what's going on there. He's sending reinforcements here, and they pretty much have had to turn around and run the other way. So, yeah, he's getting rid of these horses, but Boudica is doing a pretty crazy action. At the same time, King Soli's being taken out here, and King Soli's having to retreat his cavalry here after causing all manner of trouble for Boudica down here. So it's a rotational thing, yeah. Boudica now coming in to hassle Weird Jokes. If you're having trouble losing, keeping track of it, so am I. Who is winning this? I have no idea. Further north, it looks like Jorsa's again going into this slightly soft centre. He's found some targets in there. 62 kills for Jorsa. This is just insane, and they are picking off bits of Cryptocamelias over here. Is anybody close to phasing up? I've got an idea. I think Stormwalk is phasing up. I think Stormwalk's on his way. Stormwalk is on his way to phase 3, and I believe he's the only person in that position. He's about to go now, 2 seconds away. So Stormwalk's phase 3. That's going to put the shivers up Boudica and Jorsa over here if they're aware of this. It doesn't seem to be bothering Jorsa. He's carrying on this incredible raid. Who is producing what at the moment? Let's have a look, see if I can see. Are people still producing cavalry? Boudica is arming up and certainly, he's strengthening them in the blacksmith, but nobody's producing vast amounts of cavalry. Oh, there's 7 being produced by Joe. So Jorsa has definitely got a cavalry strategy in mind long term. Boudica's cavalry are trying to stop this expansion by Cryptocamelia, so he does hardly anything in the game. He has killed some people now. We have inaugural kills by Cryptocamelias. He's got 3 of them, and what looks like possibly a denied expansion here. He's going to have to give up on that. There's just too much danger there. He's retreating, and I think he's leaving this, and Boudica is going to take that down. Anybody else looking at expanding? We've got a subtle territorial expansion from Sequani here. Bugs Bunny has sort of settled down. He's only on population 49, very much bringing up the rear compared with Cryptocamelias, way ahead, 194. Nobody else appears to be anywhere near. No, Boudica's gone to phase 3. So Boudica has also matched Stormwalk. He had to, really. They've got to match each other. The fortress is going up for Stormwalk. There's a conflict I can hear. Cryptocamelias has managed to get that military colony down. He hasn't garrisoned it, so it's possibly a bit vulnerable. He's building storehouse near it, no towers or anything. We're not reinforcing, not looking to get to phase 3. It's Boudica and Stormwalk in phase 3, but no sign of a fortress unless he's hidden it round the back. No sign of a fortress from Boudica. Fortress is almost complete, and I'm pretty sure it being the Britons, you're going to see rams. I'm hearing deaths. Is that a lone cavalry raid, a lone cavalryman raiding the fields as the fortress goes up? The fortress is up. There's the hero being created. Boudica trying to buy time by slowing him down. Still no sign of a fortress from Boudica. Any other expansions? Yeah, proper full-size expansion going on here, Sequani. And it looks like Weird Jokes is back in the action. No, he's chasing away the raid. This is the last of the raid from Jorsa. Jorsa's still got 21 calves somewhere. Where are they? I'm not sure. There they are. They've just come out, and they are going to mop up this. Suddenly, from being in the majority, they're now in a horrible minority and being absolutely chased away by Jorsa. This is absolute craziness that's going on here. Cryptocamelias has phased up and has culled a load of female citizens and is now going to be producing. He's surely going to go straight to fortress. That's another storehouse. Not really secured his territory. I would have thought Boudica would be eyeing this up. And Sequani definitely. Sequani has phased up and fort is up already. 3 rams in the pipeline. How close is... Yeah, rams from Stormwalk being produced. Boudica has gone all in for Cav. I think he's armed them to the teeth. There's more upgrades, and they are going to be a force. Boudica has got 48 cavalry. He's going for one of those. I don't think I'm going to bother with a fortress. I am just going to produce as much crazy Cav as I can. They're horse archers. Are they all archers?
Yeah, see?
There is a hero horseman in amongst them as well. He's got some ordinary archers. So, it's craziness, isn't it? Rams are out, and they're not attacking anything yet. What's that being built over there? That is the blacksmith. So, bit late to put a blacksmith down for Stormwalk. He sacrificed the blacksmith in favour of development. Boudica, on the other hand, has been absolutely raiding the blacksmith. And we have a conflagration of cavalry here. Weird Jokes is not looking to knock over Bugs Bunny, even though he's been in that position. I would have thought Weird Jokes would have focused on weakening him, but he knows that would incur the wrath of Sequani, who's got quite a strong force. King Soli been incredibly quiet since his raiding. No additional cav. A little bit behind the curve, they're still not phased up. Still Crypto Chameleus, Stormwalk, Boudica, and Sequani, who are in phase 3. Who's producing what? So more cav in the pipeline for Jorsa, but where is the action? Here we go. So, are these sword cavalry or light cavalry? So they're going to be no good against the rams. So the rams can pretty much kill these with impunity. Has Boudica got the necessary sword cavalry to take care of? Sakani might have. Yeah, cavalry swordsmen there, but only a few of them. And they are making light work of one of the rams. They're making light work of both. That's the hero swordsman, isn't it? The hero cavalry swordsman is going to kill that ram before it gets anywhere near. There are more, and there are reinforcements coming in. I think Stormwalker's realised this could be a problem, but so is Crypto Chameleus. He is sending huge amounts of infantry. It's mostly skirmishers, not a lot of swords. Oh, we got rams coming in here while he's out. So this is Sequani sending in 3 rams. This is going to take down Crypto Chameleus' expansion. He's followed it up with a huge army. This is a good play. Crypto Chameleus overcommitted to this. Is he aware that he's being taken out over here? He's got fort. He hasn't produced anything from it. He's lost that expansion. So all his territory is a bit fragmented now. Huge off battle going on here. It's still Crypto Chameleus and Sequani with the 2 biggest armies. It's now officially Sequani after that victory. Crypto Chameleus possibly. Maybe that was a misstep. The rams are coming in on Boudica. So this is Stormwalk's rams. Between Boudica and Jorsa, they've got a lot of cav there. They are fighting this infantry back, but they've got nothing to stop this ram. It's going to lose a tower. They're not on the CC yet. They don't seem to be too bothered, but there's more rams coming in. So there are a huge mass of slingers there that are basically trying to keep these horses at bay. The rams are going in kind of untethered and unfettered, but in the meantime there is a push forward into Crypto Chameleus' territory. He's done so well to get himself boomed his economy and population the way he did, but Sigani is causing him problems at home, let's put it that way. And we have 2 major conflicts to look at. So Sequani is looking to knock over Crypto Chameleus, and he's doing quite a good job at destroying his infrastructure. King Soli's coming in to try and help. King Soli is phased up. But Weird Jokes, Bugs Bunny, Jorsa's still at phase 1, which I think that's a misstep. He has got a lot of cav. He hasn't anymore. It has to be sent. He's got 23, so it's still a fair amount, but it's all phase 1 for Jorsa. I think the aim with Jorsa was to try and sequentially weaken people. Boudica did exactly the same and managed to phase up at the same time. So Jorsa, I don't think, has played this quite as well as he would have liked. Boudica's done incredibly well to keep level with Stormwalk in terms of development and to be an attacking threat. Stormwalk, difficulty with the Britons in the late game if you come up against the wrong mix of troops. What have you got? You've got rams and slingers. Yeah, interesting. I don't know whether Stormwalk has got the strong enough sieve to see Boudica off. Boudica is a very strong player and in a strong position, although he's not going in for siege. He's trying to do this all with cav. What is Boudica producing at the moment? He is now expanding somewhere. There is a colony going down somewhere. Where is it? I can see it being built, but I've no idea where it is. Is there construction going on? Where is that? So Boudica's got a military colony in the pipeline being built. I've no idea quite where that is. I'm looking for the build site, but I'm not seeing it. We'll just see where all the big group of Boudica's troops go. Conflict is happening down here again. Looks like King Soli has expanded and he's got a fortress going down. It's going down in Weird Jokes' territory because Weird Jokes has finally phased up. King Soli's also phased up. So only Bugs Bunny in phase 2, Jorsa in phase 1. Bugs Bunny has not been an attacking force since that sort of rush of blood to the head that he had. Weird Jokes tried to expand over here. That failed. He's got an entrenched military camp going on here. And Bugs Bunny's going to try and deny it. He might do. It's a small commitment of troops. And that's interesting. Tying him up. King Soli definitely looking to be a force. Boudica has launched the cavalry and in conjunction with Jorsa, they are going for an attack through the middle. We got elephants. Elephants going the long way round from Crypto Camellias. As in come this... Are they going to attack as a distinct sort of legion, or are they going to split their forces and hassle both? Well, they'll be hassling 3 territories from there. I still don't know where this... can I click on it and find out where it is? Yes, there it is. So that is quite interesting. Yeah, it looks like building on it has been abandoned. It's there possibly as a stopgap, just in case anything knocks down the CC. Then I think Boudica just has to spend, about 30 seconds finishing the build here, and he's got another CC ready and waiting in the wings. So that's an interesting bit of tactical play there. And all the time, Boudica is also hassling... Who is he hassling now? He's fighting on Sequani's very strong border here, hassling King Soli. I think they're going to stunt King Soli's group. Who would you say is winning this? Well, based on this attack going on over here, possibly you might have to say Team 2 in the south look stronger. Stormwalk, is he trying to stockpile rams? He's only got 2. Who's winning population-wise? Crypto Camellias and Weird Jokes have got the big populations. But Sequani and Boudica are not far behind. Stormwalk lagged off a little bit. What's he making? Stormwalk is making skirmishers. So, interesting. They are more effective against troops, but haven't got the range really as slingers. I can't understand why you'd go skirmishers over slingers. Interesting. Crypto Camellia is still trying to hold this territory. He's got his fort here. Where did his elephants go? They were marauding around somewhere, but I never saw where they ended up. A full-on attack of King Soli here. Sakran is going in to take out this fortress. They've captured this... they haven't quite captured it. They have now. Yeah, Sakani has captured this barracks down here. That is a disaster for King Soli. It's not good news for Weird Jokes either. He's having to draw himself away from paste in. Oh, this is interesting. That's where Crypto Camellias' elephants have ended up. They've just gone around and they've killed Bugs Bunny. So Bugs Bunny is pretty much finished. He's still got 56 troops, but he's on the run. He's got nowhere to go. There's nowhere to build. So, yeah, a bit of teamwork there. But this is the interesting bit. I think this could be the key to it. So Weird Jokes desperately trying to hold off Boudica and little bits and pieces of Jorsa, and King Soli has had to sort of retreat with his tail between his legs a bit there. He has still got some forces, but it looks like it's small numbers and they're dwindling. They're being taken out by this large concentration of cav. We're getting a little bit of lag, but has anybody really noticed with a game like this where it's non-stop? It's been pretty absorbing. And it looks like Bugs Bunny has decided to try and build... He's going to build his territory right in the middle here. So possibly that's safe. It's in the dip between Boudica, Jorsa and Sequani. So he's put himself in a front line. Crypto Camellias sends some infantry in. That causes Boudica to scatter in multiple different directions. But it's not a big concentration. Is it going to be enough to save King Soli? What's King Soli doing? His population's down to 109. He took some huge losses there. But it must be about time for Stormwalk to kick in. And here he comes. He's gone in on Boudica hard. He reached population max. Has sent 3 rams to try and take down the CC. Has Boudica finished? He's now... Where is Boudica's... I've lost where I think Boudica's either cancelled or... Has he finished that additional CC he had? Well, it doesn't matter. The rams are coming in. Yeah, there it is. He's built it down here, so that's safe. And is this going to take down the CC? There are enough numbers there. That's surely coming down. It's down to 376. He's got 1 ram left to do it with. It has gone. So Boudica's lost a CC. Don't think Boudica will be too bothered with the position that he's got elsewhere. Stormwalker's had to use a lot of troops to get there. He is still leading in terms of numbers, and he is still causing hassle.
Yes,
he hasn't got any troops in this battle over here. He committed them all here.
Yes,
so this is his army. He's got 54 Celtic spearmen, only 2 slingers. Interesting, he's gone in for spearmen. I guess maybe they're good for captures and destroy. He's going for captures. Is he going to try and capture markets? Looks like he's trying to capture Boudica's market. This is quite a devastating tactic. Boudica does not like the look of this. Back come the masses of cavalry. They're getting stuck in their own buildings. That market is surely going to be captured and destroyed. Oh, there goes the building next to it. There goes the market. So this is not good for Boudica. Boudica down to a population of 166. Stormwalk 184. Weird Jokes has got the big population. Weird Jokes has had to... He's had to sort of kick Sequani out here. Sequani's gone quiet. Is he stockpiling? Yeah, he's stockpiling rams, cavalry, all sorts in the... so there's a strong force waiting to be taken out on someone there. Jorsa's kind of retreated a bit within himself, so has phased up to phase 2 now. 150 population, but the makeup of Jorsa's army is still cavalry heavy. And they will probably be moving the next time that Boudica decides to raid someone. Boudica still trying to deal with Stormwalk. Stormwalk, I don't think, has inflicted anything like a knockout blow on Boudica. Boudica is still strong and has this military colony over here, this kind of interim CC, and it did what we said it would do. It took over the role of keeping the loyalty of the other buildings. Hasn't completely kept them. Some of these have gone neutral and are vulnerable. We have our first catapult. So Cryptocamelius has sneaked some catapults around the side. Cryptocamelius I have been quite impressed with. I know he had that unfortunate expansion that was knocked out there, but Cryptocamelius has stayed out of the worst of the action and just worked on strengthening his forces, keeping his population up, building siege to support, and with a bit of cav support over here, a bit of catapult support. This changes the complexion. It's no longer just the Britons and the limitations they have in phase 3. There is ranged siege, which could be devastating. I don't know whether Boudica's going to go in and try and take out these catapults in a big rush. He could do, but he'll take losses doing so. In the meantime, Jorsa has... What's happened to Jorsa? Has he decided to expand? What's he doing?
Yes, see?
He's sent all his female citizens up here. That's a bit of a weird one.
Yes, see?
What's Jorsa doing? This is a bit of a mystery for me. I'm not sure what the hell's going on. Bugs Bunny's right here. They try to build a bit of a group. Cryptocamelius has massively decided to go in and support Stormwalk's attempt at an attack. Stormwalk still with quite a high population. Cryptocamelius with the highest of populations. It looks like they're trying to take Boudica down, basically. There's more rams coming in here. Can Boudica resist this? I don't think. I think Boudica could be in a bit of trouble now. What is Sequani going to do? Because he's... Yeah, so this was a coalition here between Sequani and Jorsa's cavalry. They are now going to go in on Crypto Chameleus and try and weaken him while he's supporting Stormwalk. In the meantime, King Soli has slightly restored his strength. He's got 2 siege towers, half full, I would say, with troops, maybe half to 2/3 full. We've got catapults from Weird Jokes here. Where are they going to deploy? We've still got a little concentration of territory belonging to Bugs Bunny. That will not last long. The rest of it belongs to Sequani, and Weird Jokes is coming in to try and claim it. So Sequani put a secret sort of... he's put a farm there. He must have territory raging over it. So this has become Sequani's. Weird Jokes really needs to make a decisive action to swing things a bit, because... Crypto Chameleus and Stormwalk have been doing their bit this side. King Soli perhaps is now pushing us a lot of priests in there. Look at that. He's got 22 priests in amongst that group. So this is quite a strong infantry setup. We're half an hour in. I'm still no clearer as to who is going to win this. It has teetered both ways. Sequani has gone in massively on Crypto Chameleus. He's going to lose his fortress. Crypto Chameleus' large army are now coming back, so they've given up on hassling Boudica. Boudica has been beaten back a bit, still fighting with Stormwalk here, and Stormwalk is still making progress. He doesn't have the support from Crypto Chameleus anymore. Crypto Chameleus has his own issues. In fact, Stormwalk has his own issues. Sequani has decided to go in and take out the fortress. Take out the fortress of Stormwalk. Stormwalk just managed to make a hero in time, so we still got the hero strength bonus before losing that. But it's all got a bit serious now for Stormwalk. Boudica's going in as well. He's leaving Stormwalk to it. Stormwalk had to retreat hastily, and he's going to get lots of free kills from this. Speaking of kills, Boudica, the absolute murderer general here, 487 kills. So Boudica has been lethal with this cav. Has not lost their position too much. There is still hassle, but it's now pushed away from his borders. Crypto Chameleus is in a bit of trouble, still with a very high population. Bugs Bunny still pottling along in the middle there, not really an attacking force, more of just like an orange obstruction in the middle of the map, not really helping either side, to be honest. Crypto Chameleus has left a catapult in. It's trying to attack Bugs Bunny's buildings. That catapult is going to get captured. No reason to leave it there, really. It was not helping. Massive battle going on here. Boudica versus Crypto Chameleus versus Stormwalk. We have catapult fire. We have priests. What are we missing in this? Short of a nuclear bomb, I think. This has been a mental game. This is one of the most mental games I think I have ever covered. In the meantime, Weird Jokes has made his move on Sequani and captured Sequani's CC. We missed that. We were looking over here. Sequani suddenly not in quite as strong a position as he thought he might have been. This is a good move from Weird Jokes. He had to make his move. He's done it. He's made it stick. He's got the CC. What does Sequani do now? Has he got another CC somewhere? He's got a fort up here, but he didn't build another CC. So what does he do? He is in a bit of trouble. Sequani's population now down to 112. More catapults coming in. I wonder if Weird Jokes has won this for the team with this move by taking Sequani down. If King Soli comes in now, he could crush Sequani and whatever's left of Bugs Bunny. Boudica now being forced back, and there are the priests and the infantry and the siege, or the tower's gone. The the siege tower. That's one down. It's a yellow round, so finally Jorsa's made some siege and sent it out to take out this siege tower, and that seems to be quite effective. But Boudica's population down to under 100. Bugs Bunny still stayed at 56. Sequani's down to 120. Jorsa only latterly got to phase 3, 185, and is going to get in trouble. Surely Team 1 have turned this around and won it, despite Boudica's incredible play. I think this coordinated move, the fact they were able to attack in that way, it's going to take something pretty monumental from Team 2 to turn this around now. They are on the back foot. Boudica's in huge trouble. His CC here is safe, but his territory here is vulnerable. Jorsa's probably the safest. He's got little pocket stuff here, but Weird Jokes is coming in and isn't looking like he's going to stop. He's gone straight through Sequani, is now going into Jorsa. Jorsa now under pressure. Boudica is down to a population of 92, and he's having to defend with Cav, which is never a great situation. He's got this super strengthened set of infantry over here. We're talking, it's not that huge numbers, to be honest. It's 26 the Palasts there with 21 priests keeping them strong. The lag is now becoming quite significant. So in amongst this, we've got 85, what are they? 85 pikemen, and they're supporting this tower. We've got catapults barreling down on everybody. Jorsa surely is in massive danger. He's got his own rams out, so he's going to be able to defend for now. Weird Jokes has to drop back. The lag is getting really bad. Shame. I know how much of the game is left, so I think it's not going to end in a lag fest. I think we are going to see a result. We just have to keep track on what's going on despite the lag. So, Crypto Chameleus, with this super army here, is coming down and is, I think, finally gonna kill Bugs Bunny, or is he gonna come south? It's this difficult to watch. Imagine how difficult it was to control everything and play it with the lag this bad. And this little but super strong army has been fought back. It's King Soli's mini army over there. The pocket army have been pushed back by the horses of Boudica. There's a new fortress for Stormwalk gone down right on this new border here. There's rams coming out already. Another hero in the pipeline. And this is going to eat into Boudica's infrastructure. Boudica's got his population. It's not got back up above 100. It's 95. Boudica not really able to produce. He's got another CC site here. That's not going to live very long. I think that ram is going to take it down straight away. And what else have we got? We've got late cavalry upgrades happening for Jorsa, who's trying to win this and defend with cavalry again. Weird Jokes has got a little bit bogged down fighting what is still a sizable force of Sequani. He's centered around this fortress. King Soli's coming in here because Bugs Bunny has now been eliminated. That's the end of Bugs Bunny. He's resigned. Bugs Bunny has gone. So Team 2 are reduced to 3. They are the 3 strong players, but you've got Sequani with his territory divided in 2 by Weird Jokes and in a very vulnerable position. You've got Jorsa, who hasn't really been strong in this game in terms of sort of numbers and development, but he has been strong in terms of cav and raiding. He is now centered all on his efforts. He's got 3 siege, he's got 3 battering rams in there. He has got a cavalry, an active cavalry of 41, so he's still a force, there's no doubt about it. Boudica is engaging with this giant army of Crypto Chameleus, who's been a pretty good force all the way through. I did criticize him for losing that CC earlier, but the way that he sent such numbers down there, Crypto Chameleus is really playing a good game. He is being, possibly there's a little bit of naivety in the fact that he seems to be chasing the battles, but he is definitely a factor, and I think he could be one of the deciding factors in this game. We have catapults from King Soli coming down, and rams from Sequani. What has happened to Sequani over here? He's facing threats from the north from King Soli. I think he's going to face those out. Is Weird Jokes going north to get him? I think so. What is Weird Jokes doing? looks like Weird Jokes is fighting a bit of a counter-insurgency. He's still got CC, still got it reinforced. He's putting his catapults here, and I think he is going to try and go north, take him down. Jorsa is going to sooner or later face this big army from Crypto Chameleons. They're trying everything they can not to. What's Stormwalk doing? Stormwalk is making slow and steady progress, dismantling Boudica's sort of infrastructure over here. And Crypto Chameleons has just parked his big army in the middle. He's got a catapult in there, and anything that comes near them, they face the pike. Basically, they're getting the pike in the face. So I still think the advantage is firmly with Team 1 from the north here. And if this fortress falls, I think that would be the end of Sequani. He's down to 69. He hasn't got another CC. Has he managed to sneak one out down here? No, he hasn't. So Sequani is at death's door. If he falls, he's got some spirited resistance here, but Weird Jokes is near pot max. He can just plow into this. He hasn't got to worry about anything else. Jorsa has enough work in front of him, trying to hold off Crypto Chameleons from this side, trying to support Boudica from this side. Boudica's gradually being dismantled by Stormwalk. Stormwalk near population max. So yeah, you got 4 teams between 166 and 191 versus 3 teams, 2 of which are under 100. One hasn't got a CC. It's only a matter of time. It would be an unbelievable play from Boudica or something to try and turn this around. I don't think they've got the numbers or the resources. I think now they could attritionally be killed off if Stormwalk, Crypto Chameleons, King Soli and Weird Jokes manage this right. It should be their game. So more subtle reinforcements coming in, more catapults. This fort is showing no signs of moving. He's going for he's taking down the temple first. There is a defense tower. It's only got 1 troop in it, so not a difficult strategic target to take. You could probably go for the capture. There is a lot inside the fortress. In come from 3 different directions. You've got Crypto Chameleons. You've got the 3 siege towers of King Soli, all of them loaded with troops. You've got the catapults from the south, and this fortress is in unbelievable trouble. Can Boudica or Jorsa distract and do something about this? Crypto Chameleons got his army coming this way now to hurt Jorsa and Boudica, and it is Stormwalk who's sending infantry sideways. Jorsa sent his rams to try and conquer, to try and basically hurt Stormwalk at his base, but Stormwalk is too strong. Jorsa is at population max, so this is significant. He could certainly take down this this CC. He's headed straight for the jugular. Stormwalk decides to retreat. It's a shame. I thought he could have finished off. He's still got some contingents going in. They're a bit isolated. They're going to attack Boudica. Boudica, I think, is just going to go maybe straight past and support this. Crypto Chameleons is still trying to hurt Jorsa here. How far will Jorsa get? Will Stormwalk be able to decide? Has that fortress gone? That fortress has gone. That surely is the end of Sequani. He's down to 32. I would consider him at that point no longer a fighting force. Weird Jokes is doing a bit of teamwork, sending metal to King Soli and to Crypto Chameleons. So Weird Jokes has done his bit here. He has definitely caused humongous problems for Team 2 by taking down Sequani. Sequani hasn't got a fighting force. So Sequani is as good as out of this, really. He's got a lot of stone and quite a bit of metal. I'm wondering whether should Sequani give up, send his stuff to Jorsa and to Boudica and resign at that point? Difficult to say. Crypto Chameleon is still trying to get in over here. He's not going to... Is he trying to go for the capture? I think they're trying to... I don't know what they're trying to do. This is questionable. There is so much stuff in that fortress that Cryptocomelis is just going to be losing troops. He is. So I think he needs to give up on that. He is gradually damaging it. He may take it down just with sheer persistence and violence. Stormwalk's lost his CC after that raid from Jorsa, and they are pressing north trying to take down Cryptocomelis. They are hassling them up there, but this is where the situation is. That fortress for Jorsa's gone. The catapults are here. I would expect to see resignations. I think it's a spirited sort of bit of resistance, but it's futile resistance in the end. They're not going to kill these 4 players. Who is going to throw in the towel first? So they're sharing resources amongst themselves. Team 1, they have been a really well coordinated team. Boudica can have one last attempt at hassling people here. They're trying to capture this temple. Boudica's CC, well, Jorsa's is still standing. Boudica's still got one that is still standing. I don't know if it will for long because the catapults and everything are turning up. We're looking for resignations. Jorsa has resigned. So it's just the crippled forces of Sequani, and Boudica's down to less than 36. It's game over, isn't it? There goes Boudica. That is the end. Sequani hasn't resigned, but he should. There he goes. What a game. That is the end. So, yeah. Don't know why the replay hasn't ended at that point. They decided to carry on watching and taking stuff down, but that is the end of the game. They're probably taking out the, loads of Boudica's cavalry's gone neutral. We can end it there, I think. A resounding victory in the end. A very good tactical victory for Team 1. Let's finish it there. What a game. I think that's one of the best games that I've covered, I reckon. And let's have a look at how that broke down. So, victory for Team 1 with a final score of 59,357, place 41,748. Top scorer, Cryptocomelis with the masses of, that economy score. And pretty hot on the military too. So a huge effort from Cryptocomelis, a huge contribution. Did really well with the Ptolemies. So we finally feature somebody doing pretty good with the Ptolemies on the channel. It's been a while. Normally it's one of the very top players. It's good to see somebody with a lower to middle rating. Cryptocomelis, I've not seen the best of him, obviously, in previous games, but he absolutely came good in that one. I'm really impressed. Let's have a look at Team 2 for a sec. Superb effort, really, from Boudica. He's got 15,947. Other than King Soli, whose score came good at the end of Cryptocomelis, that was the far and away the top player on Team 2. Jorsa's was kind of a support role, didn't get strong enough in time to be significant in phase 3. Sequani looked like he was going to be a superpower and then got taken down by that counter by Weird Jokes. Weird Jokes played a shrewd game. Saw off Bugs Bunny, who was far and away the weakest player. A suicide move at the beginning totally compromised, I think, Team 2 structure. With another player in that slot, with a stronger player in that slot who wasn't going to do that kind of rash opening move, I think Team 2 would have been a match, definitely. So it could have gone differently. I don't want to blame it all on Bugs Bunny. It's the first time we've seen them play. They are a newer player. This is 0AD Newbie Rush. But we saw how not to be stupidly aggressive in phase 1 and to compromise the rest of your game. Bugs Bunny was not anything like a fighting force after that opening. Interesting. Right, let's have a look at the old kill-death ratio, because this is going to be intriguing. So top murderer by a long, long way, Boudica, 2.3. On the other side, Weird Jokes got 1.61, and King Soli came good in the end, 1.01. Dorset was pretty lethal as well, 1.07. In terms of actual sheer numbers of kills, 813 kills for Boudica. That makes up, what would you say? That's nearly half of nearly half of Team 2's total kills. So Team 2 were not lethal enough. Sequani took huge losses when he lost his CC. He left his back door open, and Weird Jokes kicked it in anyway. So that was interesting. Yeah, not lethal enough all through the team apart from Boudica, and in the end, even with Boudica's efforts, it was not enough. We look at everybody else, they were mostly good at killing in the put. Stormwalk took some humongous losses fighting Boudica. It was him absorbing so much of Boudica's pressure there. So he did well to still be on the winning side, to still be in attacking position, to weaken Boudica while everywhere else was falling down. So Stormwalk deserves credit for absorbing all that pressure. Boudica deserves credit for applying all that pressure. And Crypto Chameleus was able to thrive in the middle and took losses himself, but did really well. Now, who do you give player of the match to? I don't know. I am really not sure. I think basically it's got to be somebody from team. I am going to spread this between the whole of Team 1. I think they all came together as a team at the right time. All of them had their moments. King Soli did get beaten back a bit early, but came back strong. Crypto Chameleus was strong all the way through, despite obviously having his own setbacks. Weird Jokes came strong and came through the side left by Bugs Bunny. So he had to do that. He did what he had to do, and he did it really well. And Stormwalk had to remain strong on that flank, and he did. So yeah, I think it should be split pretty evenly between the whole of Team 1. And Boudica deserves special mention for his efforts. You can see why I highlighted Boudica as possibly being the strongest player in that game. He could have probably taken on himself. If Team 1 had one weak player on that, Boudica would have exploited it, and it could have been a very, very different game again. A little bit disappointed with Sequani. Maybe he was equally disappointed with the weakness of Bugs Bunny. And Jorsa, like I said, sometimes he looks incredibly strong. He did really well with the raiding, but was not strong when it came to the final phase there. I can reveal that it was Weird Jokes who submitted that game, and I can see why he did, and he talked it up, and it definitely delivered for me. I thought that was an absolute belter. A real nightmare to keep track of everything that was going on, but we saw the trend. We saw Team 1 gradually get stronger, starting from the weakness of Bugs Bunny and pushing inwards. Congratulations to Weird Jokes, and massive thanks to Weird Jokes for submitting that. It did indeed have to be broadcast, and that has set a very high bar for the 4v4 games that I put in future. This was a really good game, but congratulations to all the players for taking part in that game. But most of all, obviously, congratulations to Team 1 for that astonishing victory. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please do leave a comment, drop a like, subscribe to the channel, and click the bell icon to be notified of future episodes. If you'd like one of your matches featured on the show, see the video description of how you can submit your replays. And if you can't wait for the next episode, then why not check out these playlists in the end titles for more replays, commentary, and tutorials on 0AD Newbie Rush. I'll see you in the next video.